Welcome back, everybody. So I picked up this $5 lock. It's produced in China. I did not have high expectations that this was going to be really a video that was worthy of your attention, but I learned something new today, and it's not something that has been not discussed on other lock picking YouTube videos, but it's new to me, and I always kind of knew that it was going to happen one day. When I bought the lock, I did not look at the keys. And the first tool that I used to open it after a few attempts was this guy right here, using my custom tip that I made from a 1.5 millimeter ejector pin. This tip, if you recall, has the ability to grab onto the last disc. No magnets required. So far, this tool has been proven quite effective. So here is a look of the keys bitting, and this is a 6-disc lock, and this lock does not have a 0 disc on the top or the bottom. Let's just call it 1 and 6. Well, I didn't know that when I was picking the lock. But after I picked the lock, I decided, okay, let me see what the feedback feels like when using my homemade disc detainer tool and my other modification that I did from this 2-pack that I bought from AliExpress. Well, both of those tools gave me very bad results. The feedback was poor. Holding the lock in hand, having this corner piercing against my palm, painful. I just could not pick the lock. Let's just say it like that. It was very uncomfortable. Not to say it's not possible to do. It's just that why use the wrong tool for the job? But I didn't know that at the time. Is it possible that these tools might be more effective on other locks that have 0 disc? Sure. I don't want to make some erroneous conclusions. But it could be that the tolerances just are not favorable to front disc tensioning on these particular locks. That's a hypothesis at this point. If I buy another one and it has a 0 disc and it works really well, then I've kind of proven it or disproven it. So I guess you're going to want to see me pick this lock, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to 0 the disc, and I'm going to deliberately have the lock facing downward because that is going to put the sidebar closest to the table in the horizontal position. So let me get this guy inserted all the way in. There we go. And push that guy out. Now I'm just going to randomly torque it, pull back, feel for that rear disc, and see if I can grab onto it. I think I got it. That feels right. And I'm going to push that guy all the way in. And yeah, I know from experience that I'm on the last disc right here. Now 5 is already set. You can probably see it by the rotation of the set screws not moving very much. So let's go to 4. And 4 feels very set. Hardly any movement at all. So let's go to 3. Now 3 just clicked. Let's go to 2. 2, as we know, is a 0 disc, but it's not clicking, so I'm going to leave it alone. And let's go to 1. Maybe that 2 was actually the 1. It's so hard to determine these numbers sometimes. Well, I'm just going to arbitrarily go down the pipeline here and see if they feel set. Not as clicky as I like to be able to demonstrate, but is what it is. And okay, just going through it. Not much movement on these discs. They kind of just want to almost naturally fall into this position. This definitely feels set here, even more so. So maybe they all did fall into play. So now I'm going to go back to 5, and I'm just going to put torque on that, and I'm going to reverse this guy, which is my rear disc tension. And did it slip off? Yeah, it seemed like it did. Okay. Try it again. Okay, so that means that those discs are not set quite yet. So back to rear disc tensioning and going through all the discs one more time just to validate what got missed. Okay. This one feels a lot more friction. Now it feels like it went into place. Okay, maybe that was the problem. And all the subsequent discs feel more resistive. So that maybe it's ready now. Let's check it. So going back to that number 5, and let's do the reverse. And that was it. Open. So really what you're seeing, guys, is just a revision of what I've done off camera. But I wanted you to see the experience of what I was going through. Now, can I pick this lock faster just to make a pretty video and say, look what I did? Absolutely. But I'm not that guy. I wanted to be as true to you and real and help explain my journey. And I hope that everybody can learn something from it today. Thank you for watching.